Good afternoon and hello everybody and welcome to this week's edition of the FCB TV News. Only 2 more matches remain before the club football season ends for the players of Bayern Munich. Saturday's Bundesliga match against Stuttgart and the DFB Cup final against Dortmund 1 week later. And since no more midweek matches are scheduled, Pep Guardiola is using the final weeks of the season for extensive training sessions.
I think it's normal to train more often and a little harder when you're not playing 3 games a week. I expect this to continue until the end of the season. We have 1 day off this week and the rest of the time we're preparing for Stuttgart. Our goal is of course to prepare ideally for the cup final, and that's been our approach since before the game against Hamburg. We want to use the final games of the season to test certain things for the cup final and to regain our confidence. That worked very well against Hamburg and we want to do the same against Stuttgart now.
Das wollen wir gegen Stuttgart auch machen.
The cup final is very important for us. If we win that, we can look back on a very good season. You simply can't win the treble each year. That's why it was so special to become the first team to do it last season. I think we should take a lot of positives from this season, but first, we have another very important game to play, of course.
The Bayern team has a very good chance of turning an already good season into a very good season by winning the DFB Cup final in Berlin against Dortmund on May 17th. The same can be said of 2 other teams of Bayern Munich.
The Bayern Munich reserves drew 0-0 against Illertissen in their most recent league match. With 1 game in hand, chances to win the championship are now very good for Erik ten Hag's young Bayern team, which maintained a 3-point lead at the top of the 4th division table. Bayern Munich's basketball team lost the last home match of the season at home, but the Reds still finished top of the league table following the regular season and now begin the playoffs for the championship with duels against the table 8th team from Ludwigsburg.
While the professional athletes at Bayern Munich are 100% focused on achieving their season goals with the club, the next big sporting event is already casting its shadow. Just a few hours ago, Germany's coach Joachim Löw announced his preliminary squad for the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. The 7 nominated Bayern players are Manuel Neuer, Jerome Boateng, Philipp Lahm, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Toni Kroos, Mario Götze, and Thomas Müller. Another Bayern player already received the good news a few days ago.
My dad is here and he was really happy and proud of me. Of course I'm extremely happy too. I'm over the moon about this nomination, but first we have 2 more important matches with Bayern Munich, and we will all do our very best to win these 2 games.
That's all from FCB TV News. Join us next week when we look towards the last big highlight of the season, the DFB Cup final in Berlin. Till then, see you soon and have a nice weekend.